My goodness, you guys, there are some things that have been recycled in my mind. I mean, this could just also just be the conclusion of fresh off of a download. And I have been noticing, taking account of when I do receive my indication of receiving information, I start to ponder after that. And the discovery of information just comes abreast. And most times that's when I'm picking up my phone to record to let you all know what I just received. But listen, this is so many events that had happened in my life with I heard dishonorable twin flame. So they have now been delegated to, like how the Army has like a dishonorable charge or honorable charge, meaning how did you leave? Like, did you leave in good standing, or do they just not want anything to do with you? They don't want you representing them. They don't want, they want all to cut all ties with you. So supernaturally, like spiritually, these fallen twin flames are now classed as dishonorable. But the reason why I'm recording, because I'm just thinking, the pondering, just different events that I had noticed in the relationship. I even hate using that word because it really wasn't a relationship. It was more or less a task for this person to try to consume me or even just take me out altogether. But I want to tell y'all a couple of instances that have just been rolling over in my mind to where, conclusion wise, I can now say that was part of the witchcraft that was going on. There are so many things that I had mentioned previously that just didn't add up. So I had my eye all over them, like my third eye energy all over it, to ponder, well, what the hell was that? But this, I have the confirmation. So I feel comfortable sharing these because these might have been some things that you had noticed for those of us who are, we're on that. Well, I don't think it was on the twin flame journey. I still think that we're on it. But the dishonorable, meaning this person cannot come back. Like the ties have been cut, severed. There were some things that they had done that I just, I thought it was weird, but it just was one of those things I didn't have a reasoning for, to answer for it, but I just got it. So I wanted to let you all know about an instance, and this was several times that I saw this, but I thought this, my conclusion was this person is just clumsy. Maybe they just had a little too much to drink and just random coins just fall out their pocket. So this was at the time when this person was allowed to come into my dwelling, my home, my safe place, my nurturing spot where I raised our child. When they were allowed to come in and spend the night and take part or partake of everything, my home was their home when they were in town visiting, I would just find random coins just in various places. And I just received the information as to why. But again, I always wondered and pondered about that because it just didn't make sense to me. That was an initial, and I'm open to other people's ideas because you may know something about the craft that I don't participate in black magic or anything like that, but I know this person to be part of that. I feel like it's just within their DNA, with, their upbringing, their ethnicity, their nationality, all of that. Like, it's just in them. It's probably in the bloodline, like years and years and histories of this. But random coins. So the initial offering as to offer up either my home, my whatever good dharma, good energy was happening there, because it wouldn't make sense for them to drop the coins to destroy, because they were also, coming and going, partaking, eating, drinking, sleeping, enjoying the dwelling as well. So I wouldn't want to think that they would want to harm themselves unless they just didn't know better. So the coins to me equate to an offering, wanting to take all of my good energy, the love, it could even been some sort of destiny swapping. I don't know, them wanting my life for theirs and just leaving the random coins. Now, I'm hearing incantations as I'm saying this because I could just see this person, or I was shown this person sitting in their vehicle with these coins in their hands, and saying or chanting or manifesting with these coins, and then only to just randomly drop these coins in my home. Excuse me, for whatever purposes. So random coins, y'all. And then the other thing that I wanted to share with y'all in regards to, this whole manifestation, this witchcraft, whatever this was, me walking in my home and walking to the kitchen and noticing the mop hanging off of the kitchen sink. First of all, I thought that was disgusting. Like, who does that? Because I was always taught, once you finish mopping, you take the mop to the bathtub and wring it out and clean it, and then obviously rinse the bathtub out from the debris, and then you put the mop outside to dry in the sun. That's how I was taught, with the old school mops, y'all, with the braids on it, not the new ones. But to see that, and then this guy's just kind of walking around. He still had, and it was weird to me because he still had a coat on. Like, why do you have a coat on inside of an apartment? And I don't know what temperature it was. It could have been summertime. It could have been winter. But best believe my place is going to be the right temperature to where everyone's comfortable. Why do you have a jacket on? Why is the mop hanging off of the kitchen sink? So that was the first thing, that's disgusting. I could just never get over that part. But to hindsight 2020, now revisiting that, or it's just been in my mind, that this person, again, with the incantations or the manifestations or wanting what I have, or possibly, so what I got was some sort of delivery of a spell, a connection to keep us together, or to keep me, or keep my eyes on him. Whatever I don't know what he mopped the floor with, because I know that is part of spell casting. You can mop your floors with natural ingredients, or you can get a store-bought whatever, but only to draw in or get rid of whatever it is that you're in need of. But the kitchen is a very hot spot for spell work when it comes to floor washing. For whatever reason, I have not done my due diligence to dive in. I'm just going off of what I'm receiving. I've been known to mop a floor or two of my own apartment, home, whatever. And just because, to rid, and definitely after him, to rid of, the dwelling of certain things, entities, dark energies, all of that. Yes, I kept a bottle of Cut and Clear or whatever to expel those dark energies just when I caught on to things. But yeah, so the mop. So this person, had been doing things all the while. It may not have involved a candle, but it could have just been the power of their mind. Maybe they didn't need any sort of tools. All the divination was in their mind. But then when they did use tools, perhaps they were clumsy in using these tools, thinking that it wouldn't stand out to me. I wouldn't question it or whatever that is, but it always stayed with me. But this is another reason why I know this person's going through hell. I heard horrifying hell, because I'm being reminded and being shown these things, I guess, in order, maybe it's a checklist for spirit to say, yeah, and by the way, we're dealing with this issue. Check. Remember the random coins? We're dealing with that with him now. And whoever taught him that, or whoever egged him on to do that, we're dealing with all of them and all of that right now. And also, not to mention the mop hanging off the kitchen sink. We're dealing with that issue as well. Whatever that was that he was doing that was against my will, against, the laws of supernatural spirituality, just going against. That's just the key word, going against. That's being dealt with now. So I'll forever be tapped into this ass whooping of a checklist that's going on, that's commencing on my dishonorable twins side. I will forever. Remember when the reading said, we would have a front row seat? Remember that? So I wonder now, to Divine Collective, now that you have heard my say, what are you often or these days being reminded of? What are you coming to a conclusion of? What are they giving you reference of that you totally, just disregarded, but you never forgot it? That's tied to your dishonorable twin, because I know I'm not alone. And I know there's more, and there's stuff that I've already spoken about that's tied into the spying and the astral traveling by way of manifestation through insects. That's pretty much a no-brainer at this point. But even without the dishonorable twin being in the picture, it still happens, because there are still scumbags out there in the spiritual who do these sort of things. They spy, they want to know, they want to be, they want to take, they want to do, they want to go against. So y'all, that's my spiel for now. And it's a beautiful day on my side of the tracks, and I hope you are also enjoying your view as well. And I hope this helps.